Okay, so today we're going to talk about part three, which is monitoring. So monitoring, you can find a lot of stuff, and this pretty much tells you what to do. So alerts is pretty much any packages that were deployed, it will create an alert. This is defined by Windows 10 patching. We've got all alerts, we've got subscriptions. This was probably used in the past, as you can tell by the dates. And Sony was one of them who used to use it. Queries, you can grab a lot of stuff with queries. There's different queries that the guys from New South Wales have created, like global queries, which you can find for this. So if I'm going to run my name against it, which I will, so I go grab an example, click OK, and this will give you a summary on which devices I've logged into. As you can see, I've been doing testing autopilot. And other stuff as well, and it's my own device right there. Reporting, you've got built-in reports, which pretty much are standard in all SCCM environments. I've got my own custom reports here, which I've created for myself. You can modify these existing reports to your liking as much as you want. We've got subscriptions here, which we don't use. So hierarchy, which we don't really use again, because it's just one site server. If we have multiple site servers showing up, this will show up and this will populate more. So status just gives you a component overall status on how healthy or unhealthy our component status are. So you can see there's not too much. There's only Victoria complaining about the management point and the software update point. Got component statuses. So this tells you overview component statuses, and this is what I do on a day-to-day basis. I do check this often, and I try to fix it as much as I can. Conflicting records, we don't really get that, and that's pretty much a good thing. Status message queries, you can actually use these queries to generate what you really want to see. There's quite a lot here. I don't really use this myself, but that's personally up to you. Deployments, since with the previous videos, I've actually deployed Zoom. So Zoom clients version 5.03. So I've just deployed this, and as you can see, it's actually being deployed to this collection. I run summarization, click view status, and it will tell you. I should like this one. Sorry, click the wrong one. But Zoom does the same thing. So Zoom client. Since I've deployed Zoom to quite a lot of people, and if I go to here, view status, this will bring the kind of stats on who's already compliant, who's success, in progress, and you've got lots of categories. So content download, in progress, installing, waiting to complete, waiting for content, waiting for maintenance window, and waiting to install. So, and then there's errors. Errors could be deployment fails. So fails to locate content. So either they're on site or off site on VPN, and decide to disconnect from VPN. Probably halfway through. That's what happens. Next, phase deployments. We don't really use this, but you can use it. Client operations, script status. So any scripts that were done in software library, this will show up here, but it will only show up for up to 12 hours or more. Any ones older than that will not show up. Client status gives you an overview summary. Client check. This is pretty much your health summary. You can find a lot of stuff here. Definitely for maintenance, definitely for reports and how to fix current issues. So it gives you the whole thing. You can browse different collections and find what you want. Pre-production clients. This is our testing phase. So if we was to update or upgrade from one version to another, this is where this will populate. We've got a client health dashboard, and this will pretty much tell you how healthy our SCCM clients are. Database replication, we don't use that, sorry. We've got distribution status, so this is how our clients get the updates. So either through Microsoft Update, distribution point, or branch cache. We do have branch cache in place as well, and I do have the optimization in place, but that is slowly kicking in. Content status, you can find any content you want based on ID or a name. So for example, I want to find Zoom client and the one that I just deployed. So this will tell you how heavy it is. It's 5.3, it's starting to 46 dps, and the compliance rate. So this is how it is right there. Distribution point that tells you the total overall. So since I've been deploying packages to all DPs, this will be the target. So obviously, this is actually calculated based on if one DP fails to collect the rest, it lowers down your compliance. So I'm not too worried about that. Distribution point configuration status gives you overall DPs that you have and what are they doing. So obviously I've just deployed that Zoom application, so it's still in progress in some ways, one or another. And then we've got software update distribution point, which is pretty much all our updates. And obviously this is failing because of the complications from Patch My PC. That's a common case, but easy to fix. So ideally, this is the main source. This grabs the source from Microsoft Update, and pretty much all these DPs will grab its sources from this DP. Site system service pretty much tells you that this server is the site server, updates the servicing. So currently, we're on 1910. We're scheduled to upgrade to 002. Security, pretty much we've got HQ groups here. Sorry, this is ATP. So ATP, we don't actually use ATP. So obviously we'll be getting reds most of the time. And since we use CrowdStrike, this doesn't really integrate that, so we can't do much about that, unfortunately. Compliance policies, we don't have that in place. We do have upgrade readiness, and yeah, but this is a end of life because currently upgrade readiness is no longer working or available in SCCM. So that is why you use desktop analytics. Home management, which I've been working on for since last year Feb. This is how we've progressed so far. We've got Surface devices up there, tells you all Surface devices, cloud management again, and which I'll touch that up on the next part 4. So pretty much just takes the stats of what we have available in our Azure tenant. So we've got lots of users in hybrid, we've got ones on premises, we've got ones on Azure AD. So those ones will be created there. Devices are there. So we don't have many to Azure AD devices. I'm on Azure AD and that works fine for me. Package conversion status is pretty much any packages that are created in software library and then so if it was created in MSI, you can convert it to an application and that will show you the conversion rate. So that one's pretty straightforward. I'll just give you a brief summary of how to do it. So if I'm in packages, for example, and if I want to convert an MSI, so if you see automatic here, that means it's ready to be converted to an MSI. So for example, this is a new introduced one. So if I want to go convert, or I just convert package, and that will convert this okay. And then all it does is that it converts this package. And so instead of you having to copy this, you can just convert it and just create an application object based on the selected packages. And yeah, that's pretty much what it does. So yeah, it's good.